Thinking about moving to Columbus, Ohio soon? Well, you might want to sit down for this. Today, I'm going to share some secrets about our housing market that can make you think twice. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. While there are challenges, understanding these intricacies unique to Columbus can actually turn into your biggest advantage. I'll show you how to navigate the quirks of the Columbus real estate market like a pro, and be sure to stick around until the end for a pro tip that you're not wanting to miss. My name is Oliver Chapman with the Live Columbus Group. We get calls every day from people just like you looking to make a move to Columbus, Ohio. Whether you're looking to move in one day or 1 year from now, feel free to reach out to us. All of our contact information is in the description box below, and I'd personally be happy to help you make a smooth move to Columbus. Without further ado, let's get started right now. Median home sales price. Let's talk numbers, specifically the median sales price of homes right here in Columbus. Currently, that number stands at around $360,000, marking a 6% increase from last year. And if good schools like Olentangy, Dublin, Upper Arlington, Hilliard, Westerville are all in your mind, the number increases closer to $550,000, and this has been the trend for several years now. Now, while that may sound daunting, it's important to understand what this means for both buyers and sellers. The pros. For sellers, of course, this is fantastic news. The steady appreciation means that your investment is growing. If you've owned your home for only a few years, you're still likely to see a healthy return on your investment, especially if you're deciding to sell during the peak season, which runs from May through July. Now, during these months, demand skyrockets and so can your selling price. And 2024 has been no different, even though the rates feel sky high right now. The bidding wars are already heating up, and we're seeing homes go for tens of thousands of dollars over list price, whereas during the colder months, homes on average sold for just below the list price. On the flip side, if you're looking to buy, these figures might give you pause. And not only are prices higher, but you'll also face more competition. And more competition means bidding wars, which can drive prices even beyond the current median. This may seem daunting, and particularly for first-time home buyers or those on a tighter budget. But pro tip, if you're planning on buying a home here in Columbus, Ohio, consider timing your purchase outside the May through July window. With that said, in July, you can catch the market asleep during a very short period on the 4th of July holiday. Your competition suspends their search. They go on vacations, they're enjoying festivities, fireworks, barbecues. Like clockwork, I always notice the market taking a slight dip during this period. And for a brief moment, it will feel totally different than before. Another time this happens is during the end of August while people are going back to school and looking ahead to Labor Day. Parents who didn't find their ideal home are reluctant to switch school districts after school starts, and so they suspend their searches. Others are taking one last summer trip during the Labor Day weekend. Awesome time to be looking and being opportunistic. Lastly, from November through January, you can absolutely find some deals. Your competition is distracted. They have all the holidays, the bad weather, fewer homes are in the market, so they take their eyes off the market for a while, and that's where you can step in and be aggressive. I always look back at sold data and laugh at some of the insane deals people get relative to the spring and summer markets. There's hardly the bidding wars we see during peak season, and you get an opportunity to negotiate on your terms, like sliding in seller paid closing costs and not having to purchase a home as is tens of thousands of dollars over list price. You may even get your offer accepted below list price. Next, let's dive into a concept that can be a bit confusing, but is crucial for understanding market dynamics. The difference between median days on market and average days on market here in Columbus. Right now, the median days on market is a brisk 8 days, while the average stretches to 32 days. What explains this gap, and what does it mean for you? So let's break it down. First, it is important to understand what these terms mean. Median days on market refers to the midpoint of all homes sold. It's the number where half of the homes sold faster and half of the homes sold slower. This number, 8 days, is a strong indicator and statistically more relevant number for you to consider versus the average days on market right now, which is 32. The average days on market includes all homes sold, even ones that might have taken much longer to sell due to just being less desirable because of their location, because of their price or condition. This number gets pushed up by homes that linger on the market, which skews the average. And here's the implications for you. Understanding this disparity can help you gauge the urgency of making your offer. And depending on the school district, zip code, or neighborhood, the market does vary different things accordingly. And the closer to downtown you get, both the median and average days on market go up. It's so much different though to navigate than the suburb market, or even the rural areas that exist outside of Franklin County. The main reason why people have a terrible time buying a new house is because they don't know all the nuances of the surrounding areas where they want to move. I've lived in Columbus for 20 years now and sold real estate for more than 10. I've put all my knowledge about Columbus into this informative, ultimate Columbus, Ohio relocation guide. It's a totally free resource, so you can get all the info you need without having to invest in a trip here. Just check out the description for a free download. Pro tip, always look beyond the surface numbers. Ask your realtor about the sold data of listings that interest you and the zip codes and neighborhoods you like most. First data point being average days on market, and second data point being the list price to sold price ratio. This data is invaluable. It lets you know how quickly you need to act. Most importantly, it gives you the data to know how to position your offer. The list price to sales price ratio is a good indicator of how far above or below list price your competition typically offers in that area. For example, if you're looking in Dublin schools, you may be looking at both Muirfield and Jerome Village. Muirfield homes might sell for 103% of list price versus Jerome, where it might sell for only 99% of list price. That's a difference of $20,000 on a $500,000 house. So don't be the sucker because you feel like homes sell at the same rate everywhere. Understanding these nuances in the Columbus market can significantly impact your buying or selling strategy. It's not just about the fast or slow sales. It's about smart, informed decisions. Let's talk about something that every home buyer needs to consider seriously: property taxes. Here in Columbus, the median property tax has risen dramatically in the past year. It's up 15% from the previous year, now averaging $5,250 annually. And that's for homes within Columbus City school districts. So if you're looking at homes in more desirable school districts, prepare for a much steeper bill. Taxes in these areas easily can exceed $10,000, and they can also soar past $15,000 in other places. For the suburbs, that was almost an increase of 30% from the previous year, giving a rude awakening to homeowners. To give you some perspective, the average property tax in Ohio is just $2,877. That's less than half of what many homeowners in Columbus are paying. This can be quite a shock for newcomers expecting more affordable living expenses and impacting overall affordability and possibly changing your buying power. But here's the good news. Columbus offers unique opportunities if you know where to look. In school districts like Dublin, Olentangy, Westerville, Hilliard, etc., you can find neighborhoods that benefit from both great schools, but while still falling under the Columbus tax umbrella, potentially saving you thousands each year. These prime spots are mostly found closer to the 270 outer belt, where most of the best school districts start to begin. If you're considering moving here, it's crucial to work with a realtor who can navigate that landscape. Ask your realtor to create a custom search in MLS search portal to identify these unique opportunities. And choosing the right area not only gives you the best of both worlds, excellent schools, lower taxes, but it also ensures you're making a smart investment. So thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the content, please check out our next video up here.